Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and today I'm going to show you how to make a bendy card. This is what it looks like from the side, and when you get to open it, you have two little tabs that keep it in that bended shape. And I thought this was a lot of fun, and I just have always kind of been intimidated about making it. So I thought, if I'm intimidated, maybe you are. And really it wasn't that hard. So let's get started. You're going to come in with the thick Whisper White, and you're going to cut it at 5.5. This is a whole sheet. Then you're going to cut it at 4 1/4. And then one of these you're going to cut at 2 1/2. So now you have your base, which is this one, and then your two side pieces, which are these. So we're going to put, excuse me, the base aside just for a second, and we're going to come in with my Simply Scored again, and we are going to just put both of these up against the side. Here, let me make sure you can see. And we're just going to do a 1/4 inch. I think that's what I did. Let me make sure. 1/2 inch. Okay, this is what happens when you have time between when you did it and when you show it. So now we're going to need to put our tab on this side, and I'm going to come in with my ruler and a pencil. And I'm going to put, because I have this long mat here, I'm just going to put it at the 1/8 inch on, or the 1/4 inch on both sides, because I have them lined up. And I'm just going to draw a line down both. Now later you're going to separate those, but for now, I mean not separate, cut, erase. Why is it I get tongue-tied when I'm talking to you? You're going to come in with your snips and just do a little cut here and a little cut there at an angle, and then cut off the two ends on the tab. And they are not even close to being where they in the middle, but that doesn't really matter because we are going, it's just going to be holding it in. So let's move it there. Okay. Not a big measurer. Okay, well that one looks a little bit closer. So then you're going to come in with your eraser and erase your spots, or your pencil lines for this part. Now my ink is going to be pretty dark, so you're really not going to see that. Then you're going to need to come in and measure where these are, where your flaps are. And for the bigger one, let's see, it will go in 1.5 inches. And the smaller one goes in 1.5 inches. Wow, that was a hard one to remember. 1.5 inches here. Which we could just do it this way because I have my 1.5 inches here, so 1.5 inches here and here. Connect them, or you could have just put the ruler right there for the 1.5 inches. Draw your line. Then you're going to do the same thing for this, but you're going to do it from this side, 1.5 inches. Alright, so this is going to go on here, and you're just going to go ahead and fold this. And mark. Put this up against here and make sure this is flat. And you're going to mark on here exactly where you want that cut. And we want it a little bit wider than what this tab is because it's got to fit in. So you're just, see I got a darker line there. Then you're going to bring this one in and put it right here to the thing and make that line. So once you have your marks made, you're going to come in with an exacto knife or something to cut it, and you're just going to go along the line. And then you're going to erase your marks. Then you're going to want to make sure that they fit. The big one goes into the base. Okay, so that fits. And then the small one fits into here. And so you're just going to make sure that it's straight. Nope, that's the wrong way, so I turn it over. Okay. So that works. Alright, so now you're going to go ahead and design whatever you're going to do. And one thing that I wanted to do was to make this wavy. So I just started from this end and just cut some waves and then ended right there. And then I'm going to come in on this side and do the same thing. But this time I want, let me show you. I kind of went down first, so this time I want it to go up first. So I'm going to go up and kind of do a little bit more waves. Alright, so when they're sitting closed, it's going to look like that. Let me show you. So when it's closed, you have where it's wavy on both sides. Okay, so let me show you what I did to make the waves, because that was pretty cool. I did a window sheet, which is hard to, well, you can't even see it like that. Let's see. There we go. I did a window sheet, and I brought in the cut, oh, let's see. There we go. The die for this, and I just cut the edge so I can use this as my template and never have to throw it away, and it doesn't like bleed through because it's paper. So I just cut the edge of it like this, made sure I had plenty of room to hold it, and then when I went to sponge, I just would go this way and then I'd turn it over and go that way so that I had different waves. So I'm going to show you that too. So first off, you're going to come in and make your skyline, which you've seen me do before, and I'm going to take my Post-its, make sure this is straight, and I'm going to go ahead and make it just a little bit higher this time so that I can have my sun. And we'll see if this is straight when I get on the other side. Okay, so there you go. And you just want to make sure that this is in the position to the right, the cut. So when you go to do it, it will line up. Okay, so I'm going to come in with my soft sky, but first I'm going to put in my sun, and this time I'm going to have it go a little bit lower. You have to have something to cover that up. Now all of this is going to probably be going fast speed so that you don't have to bear through this all the time. Okay, so I just realized something, and I was wondering why in the heck this leaves a line. It's because when I erased, I used this art one, and it left a residue, so now the ink won't stick to it. So when you use it, you might want to erase your line after the fact, because no matter how much I put on here, it just doesn't want to cover that line. So deal with that by not doing what I just did. Alright, so I'm going to come in with some yellow, because the last time I made it a dark sky, and this time I want it to be a little bit lighter. So, and I'm going to make it brighter at the bottom. So then you're going to take this off. And you're going to put this here. First off, we're going to use Emerald Envy on the whole bottom of the card. Okay, we're going to keep that aside because I know that I'm going to be using it again. Then I'm going to come in with Dapper Denim and my mask. Now I made it long enough to where it fits across. And then again, you want to kind of just get some of the ink off. Green just to highlight it again. So there you get the gist on that part. So, alright, so then you're going to come in with a thing to make the sun. And I used the 1 1/4 inch circle punch to make this. And you want to cover this up, but don't do what I've done in the past. Make sure you put this here because you do not want the sun to be going in like you see the circle inside the ocean. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with a couple clouds that I cut out with the Up and Away. And I'm going to put those on top like that. So that looks green now because I went over it. So you want to make sure that you do the same on the side pieces that you cut, and you want to go across those the same way as this. So let me show you the end product just again so that you can see. I went ahead and did both this side, whoop, there we go, and this side, and I added some of this glue really softly, just making the things, and put Dazzling Diamonds on it. So the boat is from the Swirly Bird, I think it's called. I will have it down below. and I just cut those out and put those up there and stamp the Hope Your Day is Magical. I'm not going to do the whole thing because I think that you've gotten the gist of the whole part of the Bendy card. And I hope you enjoyed this and come back to see me next week. Thanks.